Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Champagne here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of Hypermarket Simulator, where by the time you watch this episode, this game may now be available. It is releasing on August 20th. This episode is being shown on August 20th at about 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time, so this game may or may not be available. I did check on the site. It does still show as of 9:47 p.m. Central Daylight Time on August 19th. It does still show that the release date is August 20th. So hopefully it will be out there and ready for you to try out yourself. Because we've had a lot of fun, that's for sure. We've gotten ourselves past a little bit past the doozy of a situation that we had, where they gave us all these new licenses and gave us all these new products that we did not have before, and then took away some of the products that we did have before. So we took care of all of these licenses up here. So everything in these three is good. We got our whole wheat slice bread. We put up all of our cups. So those are all good. The only thing we don't have right now, we don't have the vases, so we have to worry about that. I believe that we have all the cheeses there. I think that that's good. We have all of those items. We have the coffees, we have the sodas, we have the water bottles, we have the orange juice. We have all the sauces and the mayonnaise and all that. And then I think the only other thing that we don't have is we don't have the tea, and we don't have the shampoo. And we may be missing some of those cereals. And we do have the kettlebells. So we've got a lot. The two big things that we need to check on these cereals, and we need to get the shampoos, we need to get the teas. I think that those were the three that and the vases. So we got a lot that we got to do. But I felt like we made such good progress before. I think we did, but we've still got to do more. We're only going to do that if we get the day going. So here we go. Day 45. Store's open for your convenience. Let's see if we can get some other stuff put away here. I do need to order a bunch more stuff as well. I don't need the spring water. I got to remember, I don't need any of that because I've got stuff of that I got to move around. So we're not going to order any of that right now until I can get all the stuff that we have in here get the stuff that's on the shelves condensed a bit, because I've got a lot of that over there still. Oh, I can't. Yeah, that's right. I don't have the creamy tuna because that was on a new license, so I can keep on trying to order that. Nothing's going to happen. Same with the sodas. I've got too much of it over there, so we're not going to do anything with that. I'm not going to do anything with that water because that's something I have a lot of over there as well. There's the canned tuna in brine. Oh boy, I hope that's not going to be. I bet that's going to be a big one. I don't think that nutty chocolate spread is supposed to be there. I'm almost positive that's not supposed to be there. Those mashed potatoes I don't have anymore. The candy I think is available now. I'm almost positive it is. Gonna get one of each of those. One of those, and then I should bring all the restockers in here because I've not brought them in. So let's get them in here. Restockers, assemble! And when we get up to level 45, we will be able to hire another one. Oh, and I got to get all my kettlebells. So let's get these all in here. Get a box of each of those. Cool. I probably should help out with some of this because it's going to look like a sight out here. So yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll take care of this ourselves. We'll get the kettlebells up. Just take care of all the stuff that's in the back. I've got to get a bunch of our refrigerated products as well. So I will take care of that once we get everything back here cleared out, because it is a bit of a scene. I did kind of set us up with a whole bunch of product, but we kind of needed it. So that's the important part. And yeah, I'll get as much of this put up while they take care of what they need to do. Between the five of us, we should get ourselves in pretty good shape, and then we'll take a look at if we can get another license in here. And if so, what? It might be the tea, because the tea I think I could probably find a place for pretty easily. It shouldn't take too much work for that. Because I know I've got some coffee over there, and I know I've got storage rack space for it, and then it would just be a matter of putting it up on the shelf somewhere. So I think that we'll be able to do that without too much work. So, like I said, I believe that by the time that you're seeing this episode, I'm hoping that by the time you're seeing this episode, this game will be available for you to purchase. I have no idea what the price is on it, since at this point in time it is still not available because it's still not August 20th as of the time I'm recording this. But I'm hoping that it will be available by the time that you're watching this, and that you will also that we'll also start seeing some things happen with oh, that needs to go there. I got two wheels by mistake. And that they'll also start making some improvements on some of the things that they've got on the roadmap here. That will hopefully not take too long to do with any luck. Because again, we've been having a lot of fun with this game for sure. And I've been very excited to see all the things that they have on their roadmap, because a lot of them are things that in the time that we've played, because we played 10 episodes of this now, a lot of the things that they have on that roadmap are things that we've talked about during our gameplay in terms of improvements that we would love to see. And I'm excited to see them because, again, the developers have been very responsive. So I think that it will be something that they'll get to those things on that roadmap pretty quickly. From all the people that play this on the PS5, they have said they've had nothing but the highest of praise for the developers, because the developers have normally been very active in their Discord and are normally very quick to deal with issues that arise. So hopefully we will continue to see that here with the PC version of the game. Hopefully that responsiveness that has existed all this time on the PlayStation will continue forward on the computer version of it. We can only hope. All right, we did pretty good with all the stuff back here. This is not that bad now. These go over here, and amazingly, I've not really thrown myself off too much with where this stuff goes. So that's kind of impressive. I think I've got a couple things that I do not have in stock here anymore. I think I accidentally walked over my lemon lime soda tag because I remember that I was getting ready to stock the box there, and the restocker yanked it right out of my hands. And so I never did replace it with another one. And I also don't think I have these cups up on a shelf either. I do not. So I've got to get those put up on a shelf. So I got to order one of these. And I've got to order my lemon lime soda because I do not have that on a shelf in storage. So, oops. So we're going to order those and then find a home for both of those. And I've got to figure out exactly where that home is going to be. The soda may go down there. So, what are you going to grab? You're going to grab that, so you'll find some random place to put it. Or you may not. You may just go ahead and stock those. I'm guessing you will. And if you do, that means I'll just have to order another one and then put it somewhere. So we'll get this all done eventually. Man, look at her holding a giant box of kettlebells. That's hilarious. And then these are going to go where? They'll go there. That'll be fine. These stackable mug set will go there. We've got some random stuff over here that needs to kind of... Oh, no, the bread goes with that bread. So, yeah, the candy's just kind of random. So, yeah, it's a little random over there. Just a smidge. It's not horrible. And we're not doing that bad with shirts, which is good to see. It's not as bad as it has been before. So, and I'm trying not to order too many shirts because I normally order too many, and then we end up with shirts everywhere. And we generally want to try and avoid that if possible. So now, the tune-up. We do not have that anymore because that is on a license that we do not own. So I can probably take the tuna. I'm going to actually move that out of the way. So, yeah, we're going to take the tuna, move it all the way over to the end because, again, it's not going to continue to be in the store.
Please proceed to the checkout area.
So I'm just going to throw this all over here. Because when we run out of this, we're going to run out of it. I don't remember what level we actually get this license, but it's going to be a bit. It's not letting me remove that tag. Why is it not letting me remove that tag? Oh, because I've still got that there. That was why. Now I got it. Like, why is it letting me get rid of that? It's because there's a product still on the shelf. You giant maroon! That's part of the issue. All the maroonness. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to flip these flowers over here. So I'm going to put those all over there. And then get rid of these tags here. And then I'm going to put the T's over there. That is the point of this entire exercise here. So we still have the flowers by the flowers. The flower by the flower. The different types of flower by the flower. And then we'll have a space to put the T. Oh, and there were 4 kinds of tea. Oh, that's a oh no, that's a problem. And why do I have coffee there? Oh no. All right, so it's not going to let me put the. So it lets you grab 2 different kinds of product. I didn't think it was going to do that. That's good to know. I've never done that before. So you can grab anything you want basically when you're picking them up one at a time. So that's going to be spots for 2 kinds of tea. Oh, but I still need 2 more spots. Oh, Now we run into the issue of what do we do? Because I'm definitely a shelf short at this point. I mean, I guess I could just keep on doing what I've been doing before and just keep on getting the round racks and putting those on there. I mean, maybe that's what I do because again, we've still got plenty of space. Maybe that's what we do. I don't know. I could do that, but I feel like I really want to have all of the. I want to have all my T's together. So maybe what would be the easiest to move if I were going to move something? We get into that conundrum again of what would I move if I was not going to have something on a shelf? What would I get rid of if I was gonna move something off? And I do need to. So there are more cereals that I got to check into as well. Ha. I mean, I could move the salt and the pepper onto rounds. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe I get a couple of rounds and I put salt and pepper on the rounds. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and make that change, and then we'll put the tea where the salt and the pepper are. So that's the way that we're going to do this. So if we need 2 of these rounds, so let's get those. They are here. We'll go ahead and set these up, just continuing our spacing or our placement of round shelves. This will give my restockers plenty of time to continue restocking. I will make sure that I order all of our refrigerated products as well, so I should probably do that right now while I'm thinking about it. So yeah, let's go back here, and that will keep them busy with all the stuff here because I have no product outside. And hopefully they'll be able to get all this put away without any problem. I'm hoping that they won't let too much of this go bad. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to try it anyway. We're going to see if they can get through all this without having it all go bad on me. I think that they can do this pretty quickly. Why do I feel like I've got the frozen beans in 2 places? That's what I thought. I saw that tag already. Okay, so there's all that. Hopefully it's all going to be fine. Hopefully they'll get all that put away. I'm going to trust that they can do that in time. Now I'm going to grab one of these. Yeah, it sounds like a giant rattle out there with all the ticking. That's the other reason I'm not going out there is because I did all that. I ordered all that. So yeah, I think they'll get all that put away without any trouble. I believe in them. So now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to move all the salt off of here. Hopefully this is not going to take too much time because I'm hoping I can hold a ton of salt. Put this all on a shelf. Yeah, this might take a little bit longer than I'd hoped. But we'll throw this all around the top here. I don't know how anybody actually grabs that top salt there. I have no clue. I'm not going to worry about it though because I'm assuming that these people have the ability to do such a thing. But yeah, we'll go ahead. We're going to move this, and then we'll move the coffee over, so that way we'll have the tea. We'll have both of the sets of tea right there. This will take a little bit of time, but not too bad. And again, it'll give my restockers plenty of time to do what they need to do. And again, I'm hoping that they will not let anything go bad out there. I believe in their ability to do this. I think that they can get all that frozen stuff and refrigerated stuff taken care of in time. I hope I am not overestimating their ability, but I'm confident. I've seen them work. They're good. They really are. They're the best team in the business. So, oh no, I grabbed a. Oh shoot, I grabbed a oil. I've really got to be more careful with this. I got to be looking at it straight ahead, because if I don't, I will grab a product by mistake. The good news is that the first thing that it should put up here is a salt. Yeah, it will. So it will. I'll have a thing of oil in here that'll be like, I can't put that up. So then I'll just have to run back over to the other shelf to handle that. Yeah, so that'll go back there. Okay, now we'll continue on with this. And this, I believe, someone mentioned that we do actually hold more in our hands than you do in a box. So that's why we're just kind of doing this like this, because we get more. Just we can, if we can hold more just doing it with our hands, then there's no point in going and grabbing a box and doing it like that, because it would take more trips with the box than it would like this. And again, I'm hoping I can get all this in one handful. I can. Cool. So that'll go there. The salt is all now moved. And I don't know why I bought two shelves. We'll figure out something else to put on that shelf. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but we'll put something there. Now we'll do the same thing with the pepper. This hopefully won't take as long, because the pepper is, there's not as much pepper on here. Yeah, this will be faster. We can still hold a bunch of pepper. I apparently never priced the pepper, because it says 99 cents on there. So I don't believe that when I got the pepper, I ever gave it a new price. So that's fine. It'd only be a pepper. It'd only be a penny more anyway. So there we go. 15 for the artisanal pepper. That one's now empty. And that's all moved. I really like these round shelves. I know I've said that before, but there's just something about them that is, I've really grown to be a fan of them. They just really work out here in this central area. I like them. I like them in the central area a lot more than I like the shelves that would normally go against the wall. I know you can make aisles out of the ones that would normally, like the ones that are like a flat back one, and you can certainly set up aisles like that. But I feel like I just like the look of the rounds better. It's just having the rounds pretty well spaced out. Again, all personal preference. Everybody's store will look different from everybody else's, and that's the beauty of having games like this, is that you can kind of just let your own design style be the way that you want it to be, and that is a good thing. All right, so there's all the pepper. That's all taken care of, and that's gone. So now we'll go ahead. We're going to move this coffee over. Just set that right there. And then I'll have the tea. I'll have all my tea that's just going to go right here next to, because we have 4 types of tea, if my memory serves me correctly. It's always bad when I try and rely on my own memory. I'm hoping I got that right. I believe I got that right, that there were 4 kinds of tea that were in that license. So that's why we're opening up 4 spots here. Okay, that one's good. And again, my restockers are still going plenty. They got plenty going on. And again, I'm hoping that they got all that refrigerated and frozen stuff taken care of. I know I ordered a lot. I probably ordered too much at once. But they've got a lot of time to get all that stuff taken care of. We're going to find out in about a minute when I go back there and see whether or not I've got a whole bunch of flies buzzing outside. If I do, I know I made an error in judgment. Would not be the first time, will not be the last. I've done that many a time. I think people come to expect it, possibly. All right, just a little bit more of this. Cool. That's done. So the coffee will be there. Tea will go next to it. So tea and tea. So we'll have 4 things of tea right there on that shelf. That'll be perfect. We're going to go here. It's still stuff ticking. They're just about at the... Oh, yeah, we got plenty of time. There's like half the clock left on that. So that's good. That's all I wanted to see. So now we're going to start working on the teas. So let's do this. The teas are all down this way. So there's a tea box. So I'm going to buy one of these. I'm actually going to buy all 4 of them, and if they move them, they'll move them. I'm hoping that they won't. So there's a tea box. There's a tea box. And where's the 4th tea box? So we're going to go beverages and tea. No. Okay, all beverages. Okay, it's apparently not a beverage. If it's not a beverage, what are you? All items. If you're not a tea, what are you? So where's the 4th tea? I must have missed it in my travels. So let's find it. Where are you? There's my shampoos. There's... Oh, the tea box gray. There it is. Got it. Got it. There you are. And they've already taken 3 of those and put them in random spots, so I will now have to find out where they put them. It's okay. I'll be all right with that. And I need to figure out where I want to put all of it anyway. So where did they put it? There's T-shirts there. So that's where did they put all the tea? Yeah, this is why I didn't want them to do this. Because now I don't know where they set it. Or maybe they... No, they wouldn't have put it up on the shelves. Because it certainly doesn't have a space there. Oh my, I had this coming to me. So there's one. So there's one of them, and now we just got to find the other 2. And I will need a shelf to put this tea on. Can I put a shelf over there? I got one. So yes. Because I think I had a couple extra storage racks. I do. So I'm just going to set the tea way over here because I don't have a better place to put it. So it's going to go there. Okay. And now I've got to actually grab these teas and start. No, I want it. Give me that. Where are you going with it? Okay, you're going there. That's good. Oh, that's perfect because I would like all that tea there. So where'd the 4th one go? That's actually really great that they did that. The 4th one is out here. So that's beautiful. That was great placement. So they did a good thing. A very good thing. So now we'll go ahead. I'm going to grab each of these. We're going to go put them on our shelf over here. So this is going to go here. Just like that. That'll be perfect. We'll go ahead and get that priced for $16. Throw these boxes away. And then I think once we get this done, we'll probably get into another day here. So that should put us in good shape. We'll also go ahead and order 3 window chicken. Because that'll take care of that there. We'll order a couple of shirts. We'll order a couple of shirts. We'll order 1 shirt. That'll take care of that. And then while they're doing that, I will get all of these teas put away. And then we should be in good shape, I do think. So matcha will go there. Okay. $22 for the matcha. Very, very spendy. It is. People do love their matcha. Or so I guess. If they're willing to pay $22 a container for it, they must really be fans of it. All right, 2 to go. And then we'll have all of our tea taken care of. So here's the gray tea box. So I mean, I'm guessing that this is just like so doesn't actually have any tea in it, but it makes sense to put it there. Oh my, $65. What? Big spender. That must be like very, very fine ceramic. I don't know. I mean, whatever it is, I'm not going to complain about it, but it's just, I was very excited, very surprised to see that it was $65 for that stuff, for one of those things. But it makes sense to kind of have it over here by our teas. So I like that. And then there's the last of our tea there, and that's going to go up to 19. So all of our tea related products are together. That's all I wanted there. And we'll see how they're doing on the shirts. If they have everything with the shirts good, then we'll go ahead, get into another day, and we'll do our order first thing in the morning. They're done. That's good. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do our order first thing in the morning here. I don't know how the heck she's like carrying that box. Mysteries of the universe, as always. So yeah, let's close it up. Get into another day. 288 customers, and it's because we opened the store a little bit late. So we're gonna open it right from the jump today, wasting no time. Here we go. Day 46. Store is open for your convenience. Let's go over here, see what we need to order. I think I'm still okay on the water, so I'm not going to do anything with the water just yet. We'll give it a look once I get the order done and see if there's anything I need to actually buy there. But for now, we're just going to go down the list and get all of the things. I'm not going to order that tuna because we can't actually get it because we don't actually have it. I'm not going to do the soda because I think we're okay there. Not going to do that. We do need the lemon lime. So that is accurate. Everything there is good. That does not go there, so I'm not going to order that. So that does not go there. Oh, no, shoot. I grabbed the kettlebells through the wall. I did not mean to do that. Did not mean that. Okay. That does not belong there. Do the gray teas. I should be able to put these up. I've got to be able to put these up. Oh, yeah, I can put those up. All right. Let's go ahead and bring the restockers in. Let's get them going. I didn't order everything, but I ordered a lot. I'll actually go ahead and finish my order not while they're on their way in. So that does not belong there. That was the point of that entire exercise. That's all ordered. We do need that. I can't remember how many of those we actually can hold there. And I think everything else is good. All right, yeah, we're in good shape. Good shape. They'll get all that stuff taken care of. I've got to get a couple of the kettlebells. So let's get those. And I'll bring those in because they're the massive boxes. I'll take care of that. And where's the other one? Way back there. Way in the distance. All right, excellent. So now that that's going on, maybe I can immediately work on getting another license going here. Maybe while we're in the middle of stuff. So there was one here. I could do the vases. Maybe I do those and set those up here. And if so, I got to figure out what I want to do or how I want to do it. Because I think I'm going to have to move the shirts. It may be time to get something different for the shirts. It might be time to go with the rounds for the shirts because these racks are starting to take up too much space. So it might be time to start moving these and getting some rounds for the shirts. I think that's going to be my plan. So we're going to start moving these out of the way, and then we're going to replace them with rounds. Because these had they had their time, but now they've kind of outgrown it. So we're gonna replace those with rounds, and then maybe after that we'll get the vases out here. That might be what we do. So let's get 3 more rounds. We're gonna set up I might set up ones for vases there, and then I might set these up. Oh nope, might move that again. So I'll probably put the vases right by the cups. That would kind of make sense. And then we'll just move all these down. Good thing is that I'm not going to have a lot of shirts to put on those things. So I'm going to get 6 more rounds because I love those rounds. So let's go here. 6 more of these guys. Try and set these up as evenly as we can. Gonna do my best with it. So that's kind of like that, I think. Looking at it straight on, I think that's good. And there's kind of enough space there. So we'll see if we can do that a few more times. Again, I would love it if they would get some kind of a grid on the floor to make this part a little bit easier going forward, because I'm just kind of eyeballing it and hoping that they're somewhat in line with each other. And it feels like I'm doing okay with it, but we could definitely use something that's a little bit more precise than my eyeball here. All right, that looks like it's all right. Yeah, that's pretty close. And then we'll go ahead and get these other 3 set up. I keep on hitting E because, again, in case anyone's ever wondering, why does Rusty keep on breaking out his scanner? Why does he do that? It's because I'm used to E being like an interact key. And here it's like activate the scanner, and that just keeps on throwing me off all the time. So that's why I do that. If I could move that key binding and have it where E was not the scanner, I would do that. I don't know if you can change the key bindings in this game, but if you could, that'd be the first thing I would change, because I'm constantly bringing out the scanner, hitting E when I'm thinking that E is going to do something completely different than what it actually does. So no, I'm not doing it as a joke. I'm not doing it for a bit. I just constantly forget that E is the scanner on this game, just like that. Okay, so here's the last of these. We're almost level 45, which means that when we get to level 45, we'll be able to get a 5th restocker, and that's exciting. Very much so. Because we need all the restockers we can get. Absolutely all of them. I think this is going to be somewhat in line with everything. I don't know. We're going to try. We're going to hope. So now let's go ahead. We're going to start moving all the shirts off of here. That's all I've got there. So these are going to start going up here. So we're going to have a big set of shirts on this. And put nothing but shirts up on these shelves. Just like that. So we're going to have one of these for each of these shirts. That's the plan. All right. And then those are going to go there. Now I'm going to take all these. I'm going to pack them up. So pack them up. No, pack item. I need to remove all items from the rack. There's nothing on the rack. That is definitely empty. There's nothing on there, I promise you. Unless it is still in the store, it is not. Okay, it says I need to remove all the items from the rack. There's nothing on that rack. So unless it's got something in there, unless someone in the store has something on it, it must be. That's all. Or maybe I wonder. Oh, it's because it had the. I'm guessing it's because they had the label on there. And yes, I am throwing those away. In case you're wondering, yes, that is happening. I am throwing them away. So we're going to get rid of these. The long racks have seen their day. Their time is up. And now we're going to replace those with the other. Oh, that's right. We still got that on there. So there we go. Cute escape. There we go. Our next restocker. We might as well go ahead and bring them in right now. They can help out with everything. If you're going to have 4 restockers, you might as well have 5. So let's go ahead and bring them in. Money is no object in this place. Restocker number 5 in action. While they're doing that, I'm going to continue getting rid of all of these shelves. And how we're doing on time, we're getting up to 8 p.m. It's getting closer to the end of the day. Get rid of all of these tags. And then we will get rid of these racks. I really wish I had a garbage can closer. I mean, I guess I got this one here, but I still wish I had like one inside. And someone asked me if we could move these. Unfortunately, they cannot be moved. They are fixed in place. Oh, and I've still got these old racks. I shouldn't have looked out there because now I'm going to fall down a rabbit hole. I didn't see that rack over there. If there's a rack over there, I did not see it. Even though it was plain sight, I did not see it there. And we're not going to worry about it because I've got other things I need to do. And again, I know that in the roadmap they're talking about the ability to sell racks. In this case, I think I might have paid $100 for each of these. And given the fact that I have
Attention
almost
shoppers, the
$40,000 now,
hypermarket will be
I'm not
closing
really worried
soon.
about the fact that
Please
I'm
proceed to the
wasting the
checkout
money on
areas.
getting rid of
Thank you
these
for
racks.
shopping with us.
It's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm never going to have them again, so I might as well just get rid of them. All right, I need a few boxes of these shirts, a few boxes of these shirts. I've got to get the other shirts, the charcoal stripes, which are going to be up here. Where are they? Where did those go? They're here. And then let's actually take some of these and put them up on these shelves here. And again, just trying to get this all blanketed. So this entire thing is going to be for charcoal stripe shirts. The one in the middle is going to be all for the midnight shirts, and then the one at the end is going to be for the grays. That's kind of the setup we got going here. And that should give us more space for everything, I hope. All right, so that's all set. That's all the charcoal stripes. So now I just got to set up the midnights and the grays. They've got some product on there. So here we go, the midnight black. I've got to set up that middle rack for that. So yes, some there. Some there. Some there. That's what I'm trying to do. That side is good. How about over here? That side is good. That side is good. Perfect. Ready to go with that. And that definitely holds more than 30. So that's a good start. And then the charcoal stripes. I really don't want that. This is the one I want, the sleek grays, because I've got to get the rest of that one loaded up. So let's get that set up. Sleek grays. And then I've got a bunch here that I can pull out of here and start putting on other spots. Just in case there are spots that are not covered. Yeah, we're good now. So that's all set. That is all of my sleek grays. So they'll get all those filled up, which is wonderful. And now we'll take care of the vases. That's going to be the last thing that we do here. That was the main reason for this entire exercise, was to do that. And the vases are all going to go right there. So let's go ahead. I also need to make sure I have a place to put these. And if I do, where's it going to be? So I've got these kettlebell racks. Yeah, where would I put those? I guess I can put it right here. So yeah, I'll get a rack. I've got one. I hope it'll fit in that spot there. That is the idea. So here's my storage rack. Will it fit right there? In this little cozy nook, will it work? Oh yeah, we got plenty of room there. Plenty of space. Yeah, not a problem. So all the vases will go there. And then that'll be a perfect landing spot for when we stock them. That'll work out quite well. So we're going to go ahead and order them. Is there anything out here that will... Nope, they have nothing out there. So I'm going to do these one at a time just so I don't get them lost. So we've got the abstract patterns, the artistic glaze, and the unique sculpted. There are 16 of each in the box. That is beautiful. So let's grab these. And again, I'm going to do these one at a time just so they don't come out here and take them from me and put them in weird spots. $125 a vase. That is ridiculous money for these. Oh my gosh, that is crazy money for those things. Wow. Okay, and what is the cost on those? 95. So I mean the actually the profit on them is not great. I mean, we've got things that I think, I mean, in terms of like profit percentage, it's not wonderful. I mean, still great that every time you sell one, you get $125, but still, it's I think we have others that are different. These are 250, and again, only $40 in profit. And I know we could probably jack up the prices on them a bit. I'm aware that we could probably do such a thing. I'm not going to worry about it, but I know that such a thing is possible. I've not normally messed with the prices all that much, and that's just been my own personal choice to not really move them up any more than they are, just because, again, we're making plenty of money. I've got $36,000 right now. I have not been sweating for money in quite some time. Now, I know we're going to get some licenses that are going to get to be really, really crazy expensive down the road, but I'm not there. And then maybe at that point, I'll start worrying about like trying to get the maximum profit out of all of the things here. But for now, I'm not all that worried about it. Oh, by the way, I broke out my scanner again just because I know it had been a while since you guys had seen it. I'm just very, very proud of it. Unique sculpted. And then we'll get those set up here. Now, the hilarious thing is that I could buy lots of these vases, and that would eat into all this money that I've got. I could spend a lot of money on vases because these things, a box of them is a lot of cash. So I might need to eat my words on all this money I've got. See, I got $34,000, but I could buy like $35,000 worth of vases in an absolute jiffy. Let's go ahead and get all this. I'm going to order all these things. Oh, no. I'm going to order everything that I can order one of, just in case they're out there with the other. I don't want to mess it up, so anything that we can order one of. Oh, well, I know we can use window chicken. We can always use window chicken. So, yeah, I'm just going to get the things that we can get one of and not get myself in any trouble. And then I'll go ahead and put away all the kettlebells, let them handle everything else. Because they can do that. We got 5 of them now. We might as well get them all rolling here. Did I miss a kettlebell, or did they already walk out with it? Are they out there with blue kettlebells? Maybe they are. Yeah, he literally walked away with the blue kettlebells. I'm like, I could have sworn I ordered those things. I really thought I did, and I did. He was on the ball in terms of getting them. So now let's take a look at everything we've got with our waters and everything that we've got with our colas, and see if I can start moving some of this stuff over. Just trying to get this emptied out a little bit more and fill up some space here, because I've been trying to do this for, I feel like, 3 episodes. getting this stuff all condensed a bit, and it has been a bit of a challenge. But it looks like we're getting closer. Can I finally do it? Will we finally have all the spots for that? We do. That one is finally moved. Now I got to do the same thing with this soda here. Can we finally get all of this soda where it is condensed? Maybe. I mean, it looks like we're going to be able to do this, because I think we've got plenty of spaces on the bottom shelf to move stuff over. It'll be close, but I think we got it. Yeah, we got that. Cool. Finally, we got rid of all of our excess soda. So now I can actually start ordering soda again because I've got all of that condensed to where it should be. The water, I've still got too much water. I might be able to get that spring water up there, but I doubt it. Let me see if I can get. There was a box that had 7 spring water. I think it was on the frozen shelf. So we're going to take a look. Can I finally get rid of this? Oh, no, that's the mineral water. I'm going to see if I can at least, if nothing else, move that to the front shelf. Because I think I have space on the front shelf to put that mineral water. I think up here. Maybe? No, I don't. Please tell me I can get this mineral water up here. I've been trying forever to get rid of this mineral water. No, I still can't. But if nothing else, I can put it here. Not on the floor. I can put it there. So I'll set it there for now, and at least it's off of the refrigerated shelf, and I don't need that tag anymore. The spring water, I think I have finally condensed all of it. I think that is finally all condensed now and is not in random spots. Oh, I still have that mineral water over there as well. I've got so much mineral water in this place. I made so many mistakes when I did that. All right, so yeah, I've still got 65 bottles of mineral water up there. It's perfectly good. How are they doing with all the refrigerated stuff? Gone. Wow, it makes a big difference when you got 5 of these guys. It changes this a lot. Maybe I'll get like I'm gonna get a few boxes of these. I'm only gonna get a couple of boxes of each of these because again, we could go through a lot of money just on that. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of that. I probably should not have had these where they're all their own rounds. That's probably not going to work long term because I'm not going to be able to keep that many of those stocked there. I'm going to probably have to put those on a different shelf. That's going to probably have to go on like a 3 shelf because it would take way too much money to keep this thing completely stocked. It'll work for now, but we will have to reassess that later. That's just not going to be able to continue as a long-term thing. We might get one of the three shelf racks, put it over here by our kettlebells, and have kettlebells and vases on the wall. That's a problem for another day, though. Go ahead and order some more shirts. Just get more of those put up, and I think that'll probably be good. So yeah, we'll get through all this, and then I think the store is going to actually be in pretty decent shape, or so I hope. And we're just going to try and fill that up kind of randomly, and eventually we'll be able to get that thing full of shirts. We're getting closer though. And again, I like the fact that we don't have those large racks here anymore. The wire racks, they were great in the beginning, but now they're just they're just they got to be too cumbersome as time went on. They definitely served their purpose at the beginning, but I like the fact that we got them on the rounds now. So yeah, we'll take care of this. Yeah, we don't have too many boxes left. So we'll be in pretty good shape here. And yeah, we'll really have to see how things go with those vases. But yeah, I do not think I'm going to be able to continue having those on those shelves. I'll never be able to keep that thing stocked fully. And I don't think I have one of the 3 racks. No, I've got a corner and I've got a 5. So I could buy a 3. Maybe I just do that now. And then maybe I'll leave those out there. Yeah, maybe I do that. Perhaps I do that. I don't know. I'm already second guessing myself. And yeah, maybe I do. Perhaps I do. How many boxes do I have left? There's only 1. So let's try this. We're gonna try this. So let's go ahead. Oh man, indecision is a horrible thing. Shelf 3 racks. Oh, but that's so uneven. That's the only problem about that. Is that the bottom rack is like completely uneven from the others. So yeah, and that's a 4. Oh man. I mean, I guess I could have a 4 and then have something else on the bottom of that. Maybe that's what I do. Just do like a shelf 4. Let's buy one. See what it's going to look like if we do that. So we got to get away from the door to get the door to open. Yeah, let's take a look at this and see what it looks like. All right, now that's pretty well spaced. So yeah, maybe we'll do that and use just have shelf, 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 and not put anything on the top. Maybe that's the way we'll go with this. Oh, and I cannot hold many of those. Okay. That's a shame. We can only hold like 6 of these at a time. So, yeah, this isn't going to be good. So I'll probably have to run myself out of vases in order to fill this up. Yeah. So we'll slowly get this changed over. So we're not going to order any more vases for a while, and we'll get this emptied out, get everything off of these shelves, and put onto this shelving unit over here. This is going to be a better way to go, I think. I'm liking that already. So because that's plenty of vases, and if we sell through that many vases in a day, then I'm good with it. But yeah, I don't want to have that many of them there. At least not on those 3 racks. All right, so that'll go like that. And we'll just keep on emptying this out a little bit more each time. We'll eventually get this completely emptied out. And I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna worry too much about getting this completely filled, especially given the fact that we have too many anyway. So yeah, we'll just wait until that gets completely emptied, and then when we do, we'll get the tags taken off of it and have it ready for some other stuff. But this will be good for now. I'm good with that for now. And then are there tags here that we can actually get rid of? No, that's fine. So yeah, that'll empty out. That'll empty out. That'll empty out. They'll eventually all start selling over here. We'll go forward with that. That'll be our plan moving forward. And I also have to then get some of those to put on racks over here. That'll be another thing for another day. I'm sure I'll forget. But we now have ourselves a little bit more better set up, I do believe. We've got the vases in here. We've got the tea in here. So that's over there. We've gotten rid of all of our shirt racks and replaced them with shirt rounds. So that is better. I think then the only other thing that we have that we're missing here, if we take a look, is if we go into our licenses again, I think so we might be okay. I think all we have left then is that cereal. We've still got to do the cereal, and then we'll be to the point where we're going to start getting into our lamps and stuff. And then we'll get back into more canned foods. So, but we're just about caught up. Not too much longer, and we'll be there. So the chaos has just about returned to order. A little bit more, and we will completely be there. That is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really liked this video, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champagne, and we will see you later.